Alright, welcome back everybody. My name is Atris, and today we're doing something a little different. I was asked to do a scouting sort of tutorial or guide as far as what I see and how that changes my game. First of all, let me preface this by saying that I am not the greatest player on the planet, and this is going to be a very basic tutorial. I'm going to go to multiple games. I'm going to do 3 Zerg, 3 Zerg examples, 3 Terran examples, and 3 Protoss examples. I'm going to show sort of what I'm looking for when I go and how that changes my thinking. First of all, you always want to go an early scout just to see kind of what their opener is. That'll tell you a lot. In this particular matchup, I'm going up against a Zerg player. This is actually one that I'll be uploading tonight, or already have uploaded tonight, on the 23rd of February. So, typically against Zerg players, I usually go after my gateway on 2-player maps. I usually go for gateway. What I'm looking for, and I'm just watching my my mini-map right now, I'm just checking to see the amount of bases, and while I'm in his base, I'm looking for the amount of gas he's taking, when he's taking his spawning pool, and again, the expansions.
Your probes are under attack.
I do see that he does not have a third. I do see that he's only just now put his expansion down, and that he's not even done with his spawning pool yet. So I can sort of rule out very fast speed lanes, and I can sort of rule out spider units. I see that I'll pause it real quick. I can see that the spawning pool is not actually doing anything right now, which again means that he has not been getting Vespene gas, and that he is not going to have Zergling speed anytime soon. Also, he does not have the second Vespene gas, so I'm going to go ahead and kick it again. And that sort of tells me that that he's not going Sky. That still opens him up to, again, more Zerglings. That opens up to Roach Ravager. That opens up to, say, Hydralisks. A little less likely for the other two, but I do see that he's dropping something else, so I'm going to go back and check that again. It is a Roach Warrant. So that tells me that he is not going Mutalisks for sure. He is not going Hydralisks for sure. At least not as the opening unit. That's definitely a tech switch available, but the first thing he's going to be doing is going for roaches, unless it is just wildly, just a farce, just a just something to throw me off. So first thing on this map is you're looking for the Vespene geysers. And why can't I ping? Well. You're looking for the Vespene geysers on each of his 2 bases. You're looking for his expansions, which he doesn't have down here. And you're looking for what tech he's going for. When you see the spawning pool at about 2.5 minutes and you do not see Zergling speed, you can be pretty confident that you're not going to be facing a Zergling all in. When you see the Roach Warren, you can be pretty sure that you're going to be seeing a Roach Ravager push, at least initially. Now that opens up your choice to be, say, Charge Lot all in, Charge Lot Immortal Archon, Stalker Disruptor, maybe Sky Toss, maybe Void Rays. Personally, I don't go Phoenix when I see that they're going Roach, just because I'm not very good at it. Perhaps you can make it work. This is it for this particular show, but that's basically what you're looking for every time you open up against any opponent. Is you're looking for expansions, you're looking for initial tech, and you're looking for Vespene count. And I'm gonna go to the next thing. Alright, so again we're playing against a Zerg player, and I'm just going to fast forward again. This one is going to be multiple scouting. So initial scout, again, I'm looking for expansions, I'm looking for Vespene gas, and I'm looking for initial tech. That's going to tell me a lot. So I'm down there right now. I do see on my minimap that he does have at least one Vespene gas. He does have one expansion, and he does have the spawning pool. Doesn't tell me very much initially, but I do see on the minimap that he does have a second Vespene geyser. You can see on the minimap that he does indeed have two, and he is mining from both. So that tells me that it's possibly Mutalisks. It's possibly very fast Hydralisks, or maybe he doesn't know what he's doing. More than likely, it's Mutalisks. You can be pretty confident, and I'm going to go ahead and speed it up until we get our second scout. You can be pretty confident that it's going to be Mutalisks with double gas that fast. 2 base, no third expansion. You can be pretty sure that it's going to be Mutalisks. Now I'm going to run back in, and then when we do go back in, we're going to find out what it actually is. I believe I've already uploaded this match, so we do know what it is. But I'm going to go Stargate. We're going to slow it back down. I just ruined that. Oh, I did try to get in, but I didn't actually see anything. Okay. So we're going to speed it back up. We're not going to go too fast.
Research complete.
Now, real quick. The most important thing is to just keep playing the game. That's going to teach you more than anything. But you know, it does help to watch these kind of things. And again, I'm not the best, but this is going to be a second scout at 4.5 minutes. I'm checking again. Vespene count, expansions, and tech. Those are the 3 things I'm looking for, and seeing what they're going to change. You can see that I already did go Phoenix, because I'm very confident that that's what it is. I do, however, see right into his first base, do see he's got the spawning pool, as I knew, and he has the spire. So my initial scouting was correct, but this guy, this hallucination, confirms to me that it is in fact the spire, and my tech choice was correct, and I will be able to have a distinct advantage against this player, because I already have his counter. So we're going to go, I checked that he's got a second base. He does not have a third as far as I'm aware. No, he does not, because he's going for it right now. So that is the initial scout, or the second scout. We're going to watch this just for a wee bit, just to make sure that I don't scout again. I believe I scouted 3 or 4 times in this game, so we're just going to run at it at times 8. But again, this is this comes with practice and being a good guesser. Really, is more what it is. But seeing that spider guarantees that he is in fact going Mutalisk. It's very expensive to go Mutalisk, and usually you don't switch out of that. Out of that tech, you either go Corrupt or Broodlord, or just Mass Mutalisk.
Is under attack.
And indeed, he does go Mass Mutalisks. So,
your probes are under attack.
Again, what you're looking for is expansions, Vespene gas, and tech. Those are the 3 things you're looking for when you do go and scout. So I'm going to stop this one, and I'm going to go to my next example. Here's example number 3. This one is going to be where I see something initially, and I decide to go with my original plan, which is to go into Sky Toss. However, my second and third scouting changes my mind. I do see on the map that he does only have 1 Vespene gas, I do see that he only has 1 expansion, and that he is killing me, which tells me Zerglings right there. So, my initial plan is, again, like I said, Phoenix, but later on my next scouts tell me otherwise. So we're just going to skip ahead through this and you know, get to the good stuff. Now, if you can watch the production tab, you can see that he's not really doing a whole lot, but you do see the Roach Warren going down. You see me going Sky Toss, and that's with only the initial scout, and I didn't really scout very well, personally. So, again, I am planning on going Phoenix, but I need to go scout again just to confirm that that's what I want to do. And again, we're just sort of waiting around, blah blah blah. You should probably scout about if you could, every minute or so. But with a century, you gotta wait, 100 seconds to go. So right at about 5 minutes, I'm gonna go scout, and we're gonna slow it back down, and we're going to check again the expansions, the gas count, and the tech. So I've got a new base. I've got a roach warren and a third base. So that means that my Phoenix are probably worthless. So, having said that, I'm going to go with Immortals. I'm going to go for a third base because he just went for a brand new third. I could tell that by the amount of creep on the ground. And we're going to speed it up a little bit more. I want to have those observers over there so that I can see. I'm actually going to send these for Phoenix to scout a little bit more properly. Just because there's 4 of them, they won't die very quick. So again, I do confirm that the Roach Warren is there. Try and kill that clean, waste of time. Do see that again, he does not have this up and running. I see roaches, I see Zerglings, I see that this base isn't fully saturated, not a whole lot of gas. So I do miss one very important thing, and that is the Hydralisk gun that's going down right now. But that's okay. So my initial scout said, go ahead and go Sky Toss, but my second scout says, do not go Sky Toss. And again, this is, for me personally, I am not very good at Phoenix versus Roach Ravager. If you are, go for it. But after playing multiple games with me just sticking to the Phoenix against the Roach, I get crushed. So I don't go that anymore. Now we're going to run in one more time, but I don't know if you saw, because I was going by too fast. I did see the Hydralisks, which tells me either he's going to go pure Hydralisk or he's going to go Lurkers, which confirms my idea to stay on the ground. Oops, yeah. Confirms my idea to stay on the ground, go Stalker, Immortal, Charge Lot. That's the plan. And I accidentally warped in 5 centuries. But, whatever. So, that's kind of how to scout Zerg. Again, you want to check the first scout, you want to check their expansion count, their Vespene count, and their initial tech. If they're planning on going Roach Ravager, they're probably going to go Roach Warren fairly quickly, about 2.5 minutes. If they're going for more late game, they're going to be going for a third base at about 2.5 minutes. Now, correct me if I'm wrong on any of these counts. This is just my experience, and if your experience is different, please tell me in the comments down below. Now, again, you're looking for, one more time, expansions, Vespene count, and tech. I did not see this Hydralisk den. However, if I had with my 4 Phoenix, I would have been able to just simply confirm my plan and my idea to change tech from my initial Phoenix idea to this ground-based army. Now this is 15 minutes long. I am not going to add the Terran and the Protoss into this video, so I'll probably just upload this. Once more, I am not a professional. I was asked to do this, and these are my experiences and my understanding of scouting. And if you have any tips or tricks as far as what you see and what that means, timing wise, specific timing is so difficult that it just comes with practice. So I'm going to stop this initial little guide for now. Whether I win or lose is kind of inconsequential. I believe I lost one of these matches that I showed in and won 2 of them. It doesn't really matter. What matters is that I saw I read properly what it was and adjusted accordingly. Because you can see correctly and still lose because of your gameplay, your engagements, and all that stuff. Just because you see what they're doing, just because you hard counter it, does not necessarily mean you're going to win. That still requires skill and the ability to actually move your units in a way that can actually win you the match. So again, I'm going to stop rambling on and upload this one. If you like it, click that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll try to do the Terran and the Protoss one tonight or tomorrow. And I'll see you in the next one. Ta.